On the last episode of Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn, we unlocked the Crystal Tower, and this time, we're not gonna go in. We're gonna continue on with the rest of the main scenario until it forces us to go in. So, I don't think I'm ready for like a giant alliance thing quite yet, so that might be fun to do at the community day or something. So, we're gonna make our way back to see Minfilia. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope the holiday season has treated you well. Regardless of which holiday you might be watching this on. Okay. Um. Alright, let's see what's next in store on the main scenario. We just barely moved over here. Let's hide that side quest for now. Until we need to go in there. Minfilia has a new assignment for you. Still waters. Truly there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse on Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seemed in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant quantities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I need hardly tell you what they may imply. The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believed that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profit. Alas, they have, as yet, been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Ishtola? When you arrive, she and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Alright. I just noticed I actually have a letter. Let's check out the letter before we go over to Horizon. Somebody sent me mail. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be a nice message? Is it gonna be someone telling me they hate the channel? Either one I will accept. Okay. Where is the mail around here? Right here. Let's see what we got in the mail. A new letter just arrived for you. Hey Saturn, I hope you enjoy the holidays and that they will be special to you. I appreciate you and your work very much and can't wait to fell more primals with you. Hey, thank you so much. We got a minion. Cool little guy here. Some dye and some royal blue dye. Nice, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. We should do like a contest someday to like see who can send me like the most random piece of mail. Kind of like when I sent out like everybody like 2 gil. We should have a contest where everybody just sends me the most random message and gift that they can, and then I like choose my favorite on as I open up the messages on stream or something like that. Okay. Where am I going again? Horizon? Let's go to Horizon. Hey, Yashtola. Ah, Solitary, your assistance is most welcome. I have already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might better be spent in conversation with Fupalupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. Got a lot more faith in me than I do. Let's see. Been a long time since we talked to this guy. Since one of the real early quests. Solitary, what a pleasure to see you again. Ishtola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quantity of crystals stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... but never mind that, I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavily laden carriage refused to halt for inspection and broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. The cart bolted off toward Eastern Thanalan, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Amalja do have a foothold in Eastern Thanalan. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could... Did you miss me, friends? I'm back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or, on second thought, perhaps it's good news after all. Thancred, wherever have you been off to? I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Amalja friends. And wouldn't you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way and even was able to do my small part to help my friends in the brass blades intercept it. In all my years, I have never seen such a prodigious quantity of somnus. The blades were calling at one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Solitary. How are you doing, Thancred? You feeling better now? You weren't doing so well a few episodes ago. I just want to make sure you're okay. Against all expectation, it would seem the Amalja are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the stores of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals and in such quantities. It cannot be that we are dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think about what it might be, I shall inform... Can someone tell me how you pronounce this name correctly? Of our progress or lack thereof.
Now then.
Oh. Voice acting. Okay. I haven't heard Thancred in a long time.
The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Voice sounds different to me for some reason, but I haven't heard it in forever.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful. Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Toll. Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
What's going on? Who's this? Mystery
Far
lady.
across the sea from the land of Domar have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here
Domar?
speaks for you?
I don't think I've ever heard of that place. Huh. I'll take this one. Thank you. Looks like we're in good shape still. Bancred wishes to discuss how to proceed with the investigation. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufulupa's brain again. Who knows, if we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. How's the FC doing, by the way? We still got the same... We're up to 11 members. I feel like maybe last time I looked we were only at 9 or 10? I might be crazy though. Oh, but it is good to see you return. I literally took 3 steps to the right. I have given some thought to the matter and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Calm yourself. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there is someone among our own ranks conspiring with them, a traitor in our own midst? It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded. Indeed. If for reasons of security the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered at the moment the brass blades were informed. Ah, but such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhap not, but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Mikote miner. Traveling without escort so as not to attract undue attention. But who? Ah, I see. Yes, the concern may well elect to do that, but to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hamaria? A fine spot for a rest. Would you not agree, Solitary? Alas, the role of the Mikote miner is taken. So you will lie in wait to the north, and I will do the same to the south. Forgive me, my friends, but I have received new orders. I must inform my men at once. Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves lay down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some encouragement. Okay, lie in wait for the thieves. Where is that? Oh. It's out this way, huh? Standing watch. What? Where? Over here? Oh. What is going on right now? There we go. I was like locked onto some enemy like super far away. What? What happened here? Let's recover some health before we try and take on the others. Any more? I think that's all of them. Let's take you out too. You too. Alright. Wait. Change outfit? Stubborn to the last, as expected. You are unharmed. A gang of sea wolf thieves, and in Thanalan, no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea wolves? All of them? Aye. And all with the same taste and facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. Our thieves are a long way from home. Thancred, if you would be so good to attend to the outstanding matters on Horizon, I have inquiries to make. To Horizon, then. Fufalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. Alright. Let's fly over the gate. Okay. Coming in hot! Okay. On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then, by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No, I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him, and made good his escape. Oh, for the love of... and how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling that somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise? No, but he was quite strong. A sea wolf. Leminson born and raised, I believe, but do not worry. We will find him. You have my word on that. I see. Pray keep me appraised of any developments. Yes, he's standing next to me. Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? That is my go-to. Yeah, there it is. Let's just take this. Quest complete. Up, up. Okay, so talk to Thancred. Thancred has information on your next assignment. Fantastic. The antecedent bid me to tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alfino awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident. I am not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is Alfino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers. Vesper Bay, can I still take the... I can. I wasn't expecting to come back to Vesper Bay so soon after moving. Hey, Alpino. You are late, no matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans, who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with the Doma, yes? In Othard? I don't think so. Well, like the rest of the nations of the Eastern Continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Wait, the Garlean Empire still around? What? Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship, I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale. And more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Wait, so I thought those were like the main people of the Empire that we just took out like in the base game finale. But maybe there's others? I'm confused now. And more importantly, what they know of the current state. Yeah. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Ul'dah. Ooh, let's go back to Ul'dah. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with a Sultan sworn on the royal promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings. Insurance. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be being pursued by some, and if not, who better than to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repartee. Satisfied? Good, I shall see you in Ul'dah. Alright. I know how to go to Ul'dah. The Royal Promenade. It's anytime I have to go like inside places in Ul'dah, that's when I get lost. Okay. Chamber of Rule, I think, is where we want to go. It matters not how many times you ask, without the necessary permissions none shall pass. Pray understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence, and all I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness. Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart, I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alfino, Levelure. I don't know why I rolled the R there. Levelure. Levelure. Sorry, I'm messing that up. Apologize to everybody that speaks French. At your service, a friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique, in this part of the world at least. A few indeed are your allies in Ul'dah, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourselves to the wealthy and powerful. Pray join me and my associate at the quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help. Well, let's go say hi to Momodi. Momodi. Adventurer's Guild, right? I'm guessing, I think today's the last day for the event going on, so I'm guessing all the not Halloween, all the holiday decorations will go away after today. Who are you, mystery person?
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea
Yugiri.
from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Aye. Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean Empire, as I'm sure you are aware. When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed. And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
Just those two?
A war of succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
Who's in charge of the Empire still? I don't understand.
Have mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors. Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed. But I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
Well, far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
I don't know about this. We don't know really anything about these people.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Men are wont to fear the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Uldar unnecessary disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience, then.
I thank you for your understanding.
It seems I have urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
You want me to entertain him? Let me take you on a tour of the city of Ul'dah. Eh. Okay. Let's keep going a little bit more. If I may say, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons, and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you already have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the suffering of my people. Here's some honey. Give. Okay. Where is Momodi at? Hey, Momodi. Else, why didn't you say so sooner? Of course I'll help. You couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth. A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow. But just sent word they can't come. Meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Haha. Go and call on Ridura on Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell him I said to ship the little prince's order to the Wakened Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters. That should set them straight. Alright. Sapphire Exchange. I don't remember where that's at. Hopefully I've got a teleport point there. Sapphire Avenue of Exchange. Oh. I guess I could have just, like, walked right up here, huh? Hello, Catherine. My, that's a rather odd request. Not that odd. Here. You know you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it. You mark my words. Oh, this is just the marketplace. She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momodi's judgment, but that doesn't seem wise to me. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man, what can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. That was like the worst use of like a teleport ever. I literally just needed to like take a few more steps in that direction. Alright. They didn't give you any trouble, did they? Good. Now go and tell Lady Yugiri, it's all in hand. Alright. A bad feeling about all this. I dared not hope for such magnanimity. Much less expected. Mistress Mambodi is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. Lady Yugiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you will be pleased with his reply. We have been granted an audience before the Sultana and the Syndicate both. We should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alpino. I swear we shall return the favor. Not as owed, Lady Yugiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy. I don't like this, Alphino. Can we back out of this? And that nothing so unpalatable will be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us on the Royal Promenade. Wait, where am I? What's going on? Who am I? Chamber of Rule. Okay. Alright, Raubon. Pleasure, Solitary. The others are already inside. Let's not keep them waiting. I don't know about all this.
Yugiri of Doma, I'm honored to meet you at last, Your Grace. To mark this auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer. Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri. Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doma, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty. Alas, our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge. It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow. Pray understand, we do not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
Who is this? I don't know some of these people.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
I agree. That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
The law is the law.
Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant? Even now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees.
It's got a point.
They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends. And need I remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
Some say the chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Surely the Sultanate can support the few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes, the law is the law, and so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo. Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than Gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future. Ul'dah's greatest asset is, and has ever been, her material wealth. We risk this at our peril. One need only look to Teleji Adeleji's example for evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy. How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my affairs is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
Oh. Oh.
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving. Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The Monitorists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all. But this is neither the time nor place for that discussion.
Ooh, purple dye, yellow, brown. Let's get some brown. Actually, purple. Sounds nice. Purple. As you observe, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. I waste no more words on him, not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone follow me to the Hall of Flames. And I think that's where we will pick up the episode next time. In the Hall of Flames. Jumping off this cliff. Goodbye!